cards, bodybuilders, trains, barbarians, revolutionary war. And Sentai cosplay, lunars, LARPing, furries, nudists, and more. Practitioner. More than a hobby. Practitioner. More than a hobby. Practitioner.
Welcome to Practitioners TV, and today we are in Northeast Maryland. That is the name of the town, not the directions to get here. And we are at Steak in Maine, and we are going to watch to see if John Oink Oink Bradley, competitive eater, can come here and complete the Great Steak Challenge. Let's see if he can do it.
Well, I started, it was a kind of a joke with my dad. There was a contest at a restaurant by his house, and over the years, I guess it was me at family dinners, always eating like a madman. He called me up and said, "Hey, you should come down here, I bet you can win one." So I think I wound up coming in third place or whatever it was at the time. I got stuck with the wing bowl. That was like, I guess what that contest that came down was a qualifier for it. So I began doing the wing bowl every year after year, and started branching out doing other competitions.
What appeals to you about the steak challenge here at Steak in Maine?
I've heard nothing but good things about it. As far as taste and quality of the food, I want to do it quick, but I also want to enjoy it. So I'm not out to break any records or anything for a challenge like this. They give you an hour to do it, I believe. I think a comfortable time would be around 15 minutes.
So normally when you go to a wing bowl, the only loss you suffer is that you didn't win. A challenge like this, there are consequences for not winning.
Mm-hmm.
$140.
Yes.
Is that in the back of your mind at all?
No, I think there's plenty of time for me to put it down and
So-
have another one in my belt.
So for you, this isn't even a matter of losing. This is just like, I finally get to eat something delicious.
Yeah, pretty much. And I've been dying to do this. I've been wanting to come down here for a couple of years now.
How do we cheer you on?
Facebook.com/Team Oink Oink. On Twitter, it's at Oink Oink 215.
And now we're joined by Tony, owner and operator of Steak in Maine.
John, with the Great Steak Challenge, you have 5.5 pounds of food to consume in 1 hour. And we have 26 ounces of Delmonico. It's actually cut two 13-ounce Delmonico steaks, which is also known as a ribeye steak, an 8-ounce filet mignon, a 12-ounce New York strip, a 12-ounce veal chop with the bone in. You don't have to eat the bone, John. 16 ounces of flat iron steak, and then we have potato and vegetable. It's a pound of potato and vegetable, but we give the option to the challengers to decide whether they want to do a whole pound of mashed potato, a whole pound of corn, or 50-50. So you have 1 hour to complete the challenge. There's no leaving the challenge areas. If you lose, you lose.
If you heave, you leave.
If you heave, you leave. And if you cannot finish, you will pay me $140. If you do win, I'm going to give you all the steaks for free, which comes out to about $175 worth of steaks, being that they're prime meats. Some great cuts of them, plus $100 and a cheesy t-shirt. You know, our challenge is at 120 losers and 51 winners. We'll be 52 winners today with John Oink Oink here. Change that number real quick.
Isn't there something primal that kicks in too? That's like, with you eating that much in one setting?
I think it's once the plate's in front of you or whatever you're eating, once that moment comes and the timer starts, I think that's, you almost feel like a lion attacking a gazelle. You just want to get it all done. You're in the zone.
Yeah.
How do you prepare your insides to handle 285 wings or any other kind of substance?
This year I did a lot of water training, putting down gallons of water to stretch your stomach. And it's healthy. I can't really say it's healthy because it's dangerous to do because you can drown yourself.
Yeah, water intoxication is a risk.
But eating a lot of salads, just trying to go a little healthier route. I don't know if it's like a myth or just a thing going back that lettuce and all, when it's in your stomach and drinking the water, it kind of expands. And it's just a routine that some other competitors have done over the years, and sharing other secrets and tips with each other, things that they've said that chewing frozen Tootsie Rolls and stuff like that helps your jaw get for all the chewing that you have to do.
Do you actually chew what you're eating?
It depends on the competition, on what you're eating. So the wing bowl, when you're doing the wings and stuff, you can kind of just rip them right off the bone and swallow them right away. And if it's like a duration contest like that, it's a half hour, so you kind of got to watch your water intake. But if it's like a speed eating challenge where it's like 5 minutes or 10 minutes maybe, you can kind of just put the food in your mouth, take a swig of water, swallow it without really chewing as much as you should.
Do you notice that when you do the event where you find yourself chewing less, that it's a little more painful afterwards?
Yeah, because I think you're taking in more water, and even when you're doing the water training and stretching, doing gallons of water, it's some guys are up to like maybe 3 gallons of water they can put down. But they they bring it back up. They don't keep it down for the the water intoxication reason. But I mean, even for me, just to try and do a gallon of water, you just feel that pain, like you're ready to burst almost. So it's painful.
And when you say bring it back up, you mean they induce vomiting?
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy.
How long do you take the train before an event?
Then like the wing balls, where it's a marathon, I'd say like 3 to 4 weeks. Just trying to get stretched and ready.
Has this changed the way you enjoy meals when you're not eating competitively?
I'd say so, because even when I'm sitting down for a regular dinner, and me and my fiance could be out to eat, and I'm done my plate within a couple minutes, and she's still sitting there enjoying hers.
Your alias, Oink Oink, can you tell us what are the origins of that?
The name, it was my first competition that I did with my dad. So when I got down there, you had to sign like a sign-up form, and it asked for an eating name. This is like the first time I'm doing it. So my dad turns around and goes, "How about Johnny Oink, because you're a pig?" So I put that, and then it was just Johnny Oink, and then doing the competitions, everybody in the crowd be cheering Oink, Oink, Oink. So I wound up just going from that to Oink, Oink.
There's Team Oink t-shirts.
Every year I get new ones made up for wing bowl, and also they always get passed around to coworkers, and family members, friends, I mean, you name it.
Did that affect your wing bowl walkout introduction? These introductions, as far as the sport is concerned, can be a lot more like, professional wrestling introductions.
They are. So for the wing bowl, they actually have a best entourage prize. You want to go out there with a good entrance. For the last couple of years, I've been kind of falling off doing the eating and all, so I've kind of gotten in last minute to where I didn't have enough time to prepare like a really good entrance like I have in the past.
What has been the reason for this slowdown in competition?
I guess it's just like a regular athlete. You don't have that drive no more. And even now, it's for me to want to go do that. It's like, really, why am I doing this? Like, I'm really going to go put almost 300 wings in my stomach again. It's just, it sounds crazy, and I feel like I'm starting to realize that.
There is a point in athleticism too, where age and experience start to make up for the decline in physical capabilities. Like, I would think that the older you get, the more you might be able to apply your experience to the physical demands of competitive eating to get an advantage.
Well, that's definitely true. I mean, the guy that actually won Wing Bowl this year, he's a bit older. I believe he's in his 40s. And he's been doing it for, a lot longer than I have. But I mainly, I guess, like health reasons too. I mean, like, eating the food the way I do probably isn't good for my heart. And I guess about 4 or 5 months ago, I was in the hospital for a heart issue. And it was actually, I think it was before Wing Bowl. I was on the fence whether to do it or not. And, family members are telling me I'm crazy, I'm going to have a heart attack, and this, that, and the other. So I think that's kind of one of the main reasons I kind of want to slow it down a bit. I'm wrapping it up, but I can come out to a restaurant like this, just come out to eat and see a challenge on the board and say, I think I might be able to do that. So it's not like necessarily like retiring, but just as far as the competitions go and chasing them down and going across country and doing, just that part of it, I think is kind of want to get away from a little bit.
And now we are joined by this episode's artist, Jonathan Zeppa. Tell us a little bit about what you've seen so far from us interviewing Oink Oink over here.
I've never really seen the eating competition before. There's a lot I really don't know about them, so this has been pretty fascinating. I do a lot of soundtracks for my own film work. I'm not a very good songwriter, but I'm a great theme writer, and that's the first thing that I'm thinking for you, John. It's actually like this WWF entrance, this big score. Like you come out and the crowd knows it's you, I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I think this is going to light a fire back up in you.
One more year.
One more year.
One slash name.
Look at your fiance looking at us like, nope.
Jonathan, where can someone see you doing what you do?
Well, you want to go to YouTube, /Unintelligible Gibberish. This is a project with a bunch of friends of mine. We are creating cable access for the internet. Crazy themes, crazy videos. It's a lot of fun. The one you really want to check out is Sock Puppets Eating People Food. There's 2 episodes. The first one we did was called Pennsyltucky Picnic. That featured a polka that I wrote. The second one is Italian Delight, and I actually wrote a tarantella, played mandolin, did the whole thing, and it was a lot of fun.
It's great. You absolutely need to check it out.
Yeah.
Sock Puppets Eating People Food is a joy.
Okay, we just witnessed something quite extraordinary. John Oink Oink Bradley finished the competition, the challenge, in 31 minutes. John, how do you feel?
Hurting right now. First few minutes, I felt like I was barreling right through it, and I thought I was going to be on pace to go for about 15 minutes, but Definitely hit a wall in there. By far, best steak I've ever had. I think towards the end, the fattier parts of the steak are what got me. Just the texture and trying to get them down, and that gag reflex kicking in. But I'm glad I was able to get through it, for sure.
So what is that wall like?
Approaching it, it's like full force to, oh my God, I can't go no more. But you got to barrel through it to finish. But it's painful. That's all I could say. I thought during probably about when I hit that 15-minute mark and I looked up and seen how much I still had left, a little worried, but...
How was that having your daughter right next to you? When she was leaning in and she made contact with you a little bit, I felt like that wall kind of dissipated for you.
Yeah, calmed the nerves a little bit, I think, having her there. Just, a little cheering on, trying to give me some advice and stuff over there. But I wanted to enjoy it, like I said earlier, too, so I'm glad I actually did get to do that instead of trying to go for a 3-minute pace or 10 minutes or something like that.
You sounded like a bear.
Oh, there we go. That's me just trying to shake it and move it on down the pipes.
Yeah, it sounded like a
Shaking
school
it
bus
down.
starting up. It was very, very interesting. So, can you feel that? You have so much food in you? Can you actually feel it moving when you're making the sounds and doing the motions?
That when there's like belching involved and stuff in that air. You feel it kind of go down. It's like, all right, I got more room. I can keep going.
So is there anything about this particular challenge that you learned?
I don't want to say I underestimated it, but I may have a little bit. Looking at pictures of it and stuff, you're just like, it doesn't look that bad. But then once that plate's in front of you and you see the size of those cuts of steak, man,
Yeah.
don't underestimate it.
After watching this competition, is there anything that you saw that is going to be added to what you're going to produce?
Well, I mean, I was amazed at how much like a sporting event it was. I mean, even the post-game show, it was just intense, and the intensity with the way you were attacking the plate. I mean, there was athleticism here today. That was crazy. And we talked about the theme a little bit too, and I've got a great idea of how to make this awesome intro that if you were to use that at a show or a competition, you just walk out and people would know right who it is. I think that'd be awesome.
Nice. You just got your name up on the wall. You're the 52nd person to complete this out of 172 tries total. Is there anything you want to say to the camera? Is there anything you want to say to any cows out there watching?
I'm ready for a nap. I know that.
We just witnessed something absolutely extraordinary. We just watched Oink Oink Bradley complete to fruition the Great Steak Challenge right here at Steak in Maine, and it was absolutely absurd to watch. What's on your mind about all that?
I still can't get over the noises, the grunts, the grumbles, the burps. I didn't expect all the auditory sensations that come along with competitive eating. It was very animalistic and really intriguing.
I wasn't shocked by the amount of food that he was putting away. I was actually shocked by the fact that he seemed to have hit a wall. It didn't go seamlessly from beginning to end. He actually had to rally beyond a point of non-continuing, and he did that. So I think seeing that athletic, dig down deep nature of the competition was pretty impressive. I can't wait to see what sort of things that John is going to be doing in the future.
Indeed. I'm looking forward to seeing how Jonathan Zeppa is going to put together a theme song. I'm so excited. I've watched every video on the Unintelligible Gibberish YouTube channel, and I think this is going to be really great.
Just so you know, the whole cast of Practitioners TV, we ate here at Steak in Maine today, and I can tell you the crab cake sandwich is one of the best crab cake sandwiches that I've ever had.
I think everyone else had the burger that was on special. It was amazing.
Thank you so much for tuning in to Practitioners TV. Take it easy.